Hi guys, how are you? It's Kendall here, back to chat a little bit more about carnivore with you. As some of you know, I started my carnivore journey 6 weeks ago and feeling amazing, and just wanted to share some more things about carnivore with you. I know a lot of you are curious about how long you can do carnivore for. I've had a few people say, you know, I don't think it's sustainable to live a carnivore lifestyle for a long time. And there's actually quite a few people, some of the people that I follow that I can list that have followed carnivore for years and years. There's also people that have lived a carnivore life, you know, for 30 and 40 years and are doing amazing. So you can definitely do this as a complete lifestyle change. It's really up to you. So for me, my goal was to start and do carnivore for really at least 30 days, ideally 90 days, so 3 months. And I really think if you are thinking about starting something like carnivore or keto or anything like that, you really do need to give it a good go. And depending on your health, how you are at, you know, changing routine and being adaptable to things, it may take you longer. And also you need to allow time for your body to have such a big change and for everything to settle down and for you to see results as well. So 90 days is really probably more realistic for most people. And that's not to say I had results really coming through really quickly in a week. Like, I was noticing things like my clothes feeling looser. I lost a lot of, you know, build up of fluid and things straight away. My body went into ketosis really quickly, and it was learning to, you know, burn fat as fuel rather than, once I got rid of all the carbohydrates and sugars, it did that really well. So everyone's going to be different. And it depends what your diet and what your, you know, your nutrition was before you started. So with carnivore, we basically eliminate all carbohydrates and sugar and anything that's not a meat or protein. Basically, we eliminate all that. So basically, you're eating meat, water, salt, eggs, butter. Some people have a little bit of dairy, and that depends on your body. So you're eliminating all that other stuff, which balances out your insulin and your blood sugar, all evens out, and that's how you end up burning and using your fat as energy rather than the sugars and the carbohydrates for energy. So it really makes it so great for you. You feel so much better because you're not hungry. I'm not hungry. I eat 1, 2, sometimes 3 meals, and I'm not thinking about food. I'm not hungry at all. I'm not craving anything, and it's just so good. And I thought I would miss all that, because a lot of people say, don't you miss, you know, having a cheat meal or a snack? And, you know, I used to love all the sugary, naughty food, and I was a bit of a sweet tooth. But I just think, for the sake of having it, and then you feel so crappy afterwards. And same with takeaway, you know, you have salty chips, hot chips, whatever, you eat it, and then afterwards you feel like crap. You know, you're bloated, you're tired, you've got no energy. I don't have any of that anymore. I'm like, I eat, I'm so hungry and so satisfied and satiated after I eat, especially steak and meat at the moment. So I don't want anything else. I'm just feeling great, and I've got energy. I'm not, you know, super tired anymore. I've got clarity, no brain fog. So anyway, I'm getting off the track, but there's some of the benefits straight away. But people will find they may need to adapt to things like, if you're eating a lot of processed food, it may take you a little bit longer to get rid of it, get used to not eating processed food. So you may need to cut that out gradually. If you eat a lot of fruit, you may need to cut back on eating fruit and just do it gradually rather than trying to do it all in one go, which will probably be really hard for you. And then there's other people like me who have got quite a big why with my having an autoimmune or inflammation health reasons why I wanted to do it. So I really did want to do it really pretty much straight away. I didn't want to muck around. I wanted to see it straight away and pull the band-aid off, rip it off and do it straight away. So everyone's going to be different. I think it helps to have some people to help you out or ask questions. There's a great community of people, some great people to follow as well. So there's a few little tips. Start slowly. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, but have some things set up and some ideas of, you know, goals of how you want to start and what you're going to try and do. So definitely cutting out your sugar and cutting back on fruit, cut out your processed foods, drink a lot of water. You do need to maybe have some electrolytes at the start too. Some people find they do get a little bit of cramping and things, and that's because you need to balance out your sodium and your potassium and your magnesium. So there's some great electrolytes that have no sugar and no colors or additives. They're just totally unflavored electrolytes that I take, and I can give you more information about that. And that just helps keep everything at bay and keeps everything even, so you're not getting the cramps. And that's, you know, that's something, a little tip. And then you might find certain protein makes you feel better. Like for me, I'm finding I really just want beef and meat and lamb and the more ruminant animals. I'm not really feeling like chicken that much, or pork, which I used to love, but I'm really loving my steaks and my sirloin and ribeyes and all that sort of stuff. It's just juicy, fat steaks and meat, bacon, a little bit of bacon, love eggs. I just don't get tired of it at all. And one thing you need to think about that's a little different is you're not going to be counting calories. You're not going to be thinking, I've got to have a palm size of meat and my veg and all that. Forget all that. It doesn't count anymore. All you're doing is making sure you're eating till you're full. You eat when you're hungry and you eat until you're full. Doesn't matter how much food you're eating. Just forget about the quantities and the sizing and everything and macros and counting all that. You don't need to do that, counting calories or macros. You just eat until you're full. You want to make sure you're eating fatty meats. So we eat all the fat from our meats. We get our butcher to prepare it for us, and we don't cut off the fat. We eat the fat. The fat is the good part. The fat is what you need. Your body needs the fat to have the energy and to work effectively. So it's all a whole new way of thinking. Mince meats, ground mince meats are good, but you might need to add a little bit of fat. So one of the other main components is we do not use any seed oils for cooking. So no oil that's at room temperature in a cupboard. Throw it away. It's so bad for you. Seed oils are really bad for you. You can do some research on it. Full of really bad stuff that's not good for you. So olive oil, no good. Vegetable oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, just get rid of it all, and you just use pure either beef drippings or fat. So we use all the fat that comes off our bacon and our meat, and we put it in a little jar and we keep it and we cook with that. You can use beef tallow, beautiful beef tallow. You can use ghee, duck fat, all those things. You just use pure animal fat, so no seed oils or anything like that. So that's the other main concept. So cooking in animal fats, have fatty cuts of meat, eat until you're full. Make sure you are just eating when you're hungry as well at the start. So you just want to eat when you're hungry and make sure you eat enough so that you feel full. Drink a lot of water. You may need to have a little bit of electrolytes, and you can have eggs as well. And just play around. You might have a little bit of dairy, but play around with what works for you. And it's a little bit of experimenting at the start, but then you'll soon start to learn your hunger cues, because often when we're eating carbohydrates and processed foods, you are hungry all the time because it's not satisfying to you. It's not satiating to the body at all. And they're designed to, usually all the processed food is designed to make you be addicted to it and want you to eat more because it's so bad for you. So once you get rid of all that and you eliminate that out of your body, and it will take a few days, it might be a little bit uncomfortable. People call it the carnivore flu, or there's the keto flu. Some people get, I got very tired the first few days. I felt like I was sort of a little bit like, on a boat. I felt weird. And it was just all the oxalates and things coming out of my body because I'd been eating heaps of spinach and vegetables and all that stuff, and all the seed oils were all coming out of my system. So once you get through that first week or two, you'll feel $1,000,000. So everyone's different, but that's some of the things that you will go through when you start carnivore. Highly worth it. Highly worth it to be satiated and feeling full and satisfied and feeling better in your body, getting rid of any excess sort of fluid and things you don't need, having really good energy, having clarity, no more brain fog. It's so worth it. So anyway, I'm not here to convince anyone. I just wanted to share my story, and also my inflammation with my fingers has gone down, which is amazing after 6 weeks. Good skin, clear skin. So there's so many benefits. But anyway, I hope that helps, guys. If you've got any questions, put it in the comments. I've got some great videos about things about carnivore from some of the people I follow. If you've got any concerns about it, it's also great for mental health as well. Yeah, lots and lots of good things. So yeah, look forward to talking to you a bit more about it all, and hearing back from some of you guys. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.